Hi guys, welcome to the realm of astrology. This is your horoscope for the new moon in Virgo, which happens on 6th September 2021. But before we begin, I would like to let you know that I do daily video horoscopes, weekly video horoscopes, and monthly sun rising sign video horoscopes that you can watch on my YouTube channel. And I also request you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can be notified every time I post a video. So let's talk about this new moon. Now, this new moon is happening in the sign of Virgo at 14 degrees and 38 minutes. And what is a new moon? A new moon is a new beginning. We begin something on a new moon that we will work on for the next lunar month, for the next 28, 30 days. It's essentially a point where we seed things. So that's what a new moon is. And in the sign of Virgo, this new moon is all about getting organized, getting planned, making things perfect, all Virgo things. But more importantly, this new moon is a new beginning where 14 degrees 38 minutes lies in your chart. So you can check your chart wherever 14 degrees 38 minutes is, whichever house, that's where this beginning is happening for you. So that's the basic of a new moon. That's it. It's a new beginning that we will work on for the next lunar month. Now, this new moon is making a very important aspect to Uranus, right? It's trining Uranus, 120-degree angle. And Uranus is a very sudden energy. It's a very unexpected energy. With Uranus, things can come out of the blue, things that we don't expect. And Uranus is also the planet that wants us to be our authentic self. It wants us to be free. It wants us to embrace our uniqueness, right? So this new moon with a trine to Uranus is a sudden, unexpected new beginning that will push us one more step towards embracing our uniqueness, our authentic self. And when we embrace our unique self, when we embrace our authentic self, there's freedom in that, right? So that's the most important aspect this moon is making. And the trine is almost exact. Uranus here is at 1439 and the moon here is at 1438. So it's a very powerful aspect. It's a very positive aspect. So this beginning will be positive. It will be unexpected, and it will push us one more step towards embracing our unique, authentic self. And Uranus is retrograde at the moment, which means this could very well be connected to the recent past. Maybe we thought about a beginning we wanted to make. Maybe we thought about it in some ways, but it didn't happen. But now suddenly it can happen. So it does have its roots in the recent past. And that's the most important aspect this moon is making. But there are certain other things that are going on while this new moon is taking place. So I'll talk about those because that will also in a way impact what we feel and the new moon. And the first thing that I want to talk about is Mars here is in a trine with Pluto on this new moon. Again, a positive aspect. And Mars is the planet of our drive, of initiative, of taking action, of getting things done. And Pluto is the planet of transformation, catharsis, healing, endings, beginnings, right? So this is a point where we might really change or transform how we take action, right? We may end an old way of taking action and begin a new one. And again, both these aspects, the new moon trining Uranus, Mars trining Pluto, are positive. They come about easily. There's no stress involved in this beginning. It comes about naturally and organically. It's like, okay, I thought about it back then and now suddenly it's happening. It's not taking effort. So that's the energy. And Mars trining Pluto can also really transform our drive, right? Maybe if you've been feeling like I'm not able to take this action or whatever, this energy might just give us the willpower, the drive to take that action, to make things happen. And let's talk about another positive aspect that's happening. It's that Venus here is trining Jupiter retrograde. 120-degree angle, again a positive aspect. And over the weekend, Venus did square Pluto, right? Before this new moon, few hours before this new moon, we were required to transform our Venus things. We were required to transform something about our relationships, our projects, our self-worth, our values, our skills and finances. And soon after that, Venus moved on and it trined Pluto, which meant that whatever transformation we made to Venus things led to some blessings or some wisdom or some knowledge, right? So that's another aspect that's going on, that Venus here is trining Jupiter, the planet of blessings. So this new moon can bring about blessings, knowledge, wisdom, lessons connected to our relationships, projects, self-worth, values, skills, and finances. And again, this comes about easily and naturally, and it is not stressful. So far we have discussed three important aspects, and I'll sum it up one by one really quick before we move on. First is that the new moon here is trining Uranus, a sudden, unexpected new beginning that will push us more towards our authentic self, our unique self, and there is freedom when we find our unique self. The second aspect is Mars here is trining Pluto, a transformation to how we take action, our drive, our willpower for the positive coming about quite easily and naturally. And the third is that Venus here is trining Jupiter, again a positive aspect, and it did square Pluto over the weekend. So whatever transformation we made over the weekend to our relationship, projects, self-worth, values, skills and finances is leading to blessings and gifts and rewards and lessons and knowledge and wisdom. So far, all positive aspects for this new moon, right? However, I will speak about two things that might make this new moon a little challenging. So let's talk about that. During the new moon, Mercury here is getting ready to oppose Chiron. 10 degrees, 11 degrees, right? Almost a close opposition. Now, Mercury is the planet of our mind, our thinking, our communication, our day-to-day routine, our health, our diet, our job. All these things are ruled by Mercury, and Chiron is the planet of our wounds. It's the planet that heals us as well, but it heals us by wounding us more. The healing that comes with Chiron is bittersweet. So at this point, with Mercury opposing Chiron, a stressful aspect, we may feel a little wounded in some ways. We may feel a little low mentally in our thinking. We may feel hurt with some communication that comes in. Or we may feel hurt or wounded in some ways about our routine or job or health or diet. Maybe those things are not as we expected them to be. So now we're feeling a little upset about those. And again, an opposition requires us to integrate these two elements. And over the weekend, Mercury here did trine Saturn. We decided something. We made a commitment about Mercury things to our thinking, communication, diet, health, routine, job. We made some sort of commitment. We decided something. But now at this point, we might feel a little upset. And again, through that process, we will heal. We will heal. So this is one aspect of this moon that might make us feel a little low. But always remember that positive things are happening in the background, right? It's a positive new beginning. It is a beginning that will give us the courage and the willpower and the drive to take action. And there's knowledge, wisdom, blessings to our project, self-worth, values, skills, and finances. However, mentally, we may feel a little hurt. We may feel a little wounded with some communication that comes in. Alternatively, we may need to adjust Mercury things, our thinking, our communication, our diet, our health, our routine, our job, all Mercury things, so that we can feel healed again. And I do want to mention one more thing that might feel a little challenging, but I don't think the energy is very intense for that aspect. But let's just mention it because technically it is happening. Neptune here opposed Mars, I believe, on 2nd September. And now it's a almost a 3-degree orb. Mars has moved on, right? But the orb is still pretty tight, right? 21 Neptune, 24 Mars. So this might bring about some confusion, and I don't think it's new confusion. I think it's more like we felt very confused over the week, especially Thursday, and now the confusion is easing off. But this new moon, although there will be a new beginning which is sudden and unexpected, there's drive to take action, there are blessings to project self-worth, values and skills. While we might feel a little hurt, there might still be remnants of confusion left from last week. But I don't think it's very intense, whatever this confusion is, if there is any. If I just wanted to mention it. That's pretty much it for this new moon. And to sum it up once more, this new moon is a positive new beginning that can come about quite unexpectedly and suddenly, but it will propel us towards finding our unique authentic self more. And there is freedom when we find our unique authentic self and learn to embrace it. So that's the first thing. The second thing I will say again is that on this new moon, we can transform how we take action. We can transform how we do things. We can transform our drive. We might just find that willpower to make things happen for this new beginning. And the third thing is that this new beginning is coming at a point where we adjusted something connected to our relationships, projects, self-worth, value, skills over the weekend. And that adjustment has led to some blessings, rewards, lessons, knowledge, wisdom connected to our relationships, projects, self-worth, values, and skills. However, this moon might make us feel a little low, a little wounded when it comes to our thinking. We might receive some communication that feels a little hurtful, or we might need to adjust our thinking, our communication, our diet, our health, our routine, our job, so that we feel healed, because Mercury here is opposing Chiron. And although I don't feel like this is going to happen, Mars here is technically still in a close orb with Neptune opposing it. So if you felt confused over the past week, that confusion should have lifted. But if you're still feeling confused on this new moon, then it's because Mars is still in a close orb with Neptune. And that's pretty much it. And now I will pick a card for this new moon and then we'll close out the reading. So I'll go with the lesson card first. It says, Judgment. I understand that everyone has their unique path and challenges, and I think this message and the lesson is that we must not judge anyone because everybody is unique, and this is what this new moon is about, right? Embracing our unique, authentic self. And sometimes we judge ourselves very harshly. And I think the lesson is to not judge ourselves and embrace our unique, authentic self, because that's the energy of this new moon. And now I'll pick another card. Okay, let's go with the top card. It says regeneration, right? And this card to me says Pluto. Pluto is the planet of healing, catharsis, transformation, endings, beginnings, regeneration. And at this new moon, it is trining Mars, it squared Venus. So this new moon is also a transformative new moon, right? Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Now I will see you all tomorrow for my daily horoscope. Have a great new moon. Bye.